Alright, another way that we had to prove triangles congruent. Angle, angle, side, or AAS. Okay? So, angle, angle, side, here's what it states. It says if two angles and the non-included side. Alright, so we got this non-included side. We learned what an included angle was. It doesn't change too much up with the non-included side. So again, it says if two angles and the non-included side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and the non-included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. Alright, non-included side. Okay, I kind of defined that for you down here. Non-included side means that it's the side not between the angles. Okay? So if you look up here, this side is definitely not between my two angles there. This side is definitely not between my two angles up there. Okay? So, angle, angle, side, again, it's another checklist. I got to have two angles and a side. But again, the side's very specific. It's got to be outside the two angles. In the next video, you'll see what it means to be an included side. But we're going to do the non-included side first. So, angle 1. Well, again, it's like matching. And the cool part is, with angles, it's even easier for matching because you can actually see who matches up. So you can see that A and D match up. So angle A, angle D match up. Again, you can use 3 points. Just make sure that they're in proper order. Okay? I'm just using one because there's only one angle A, one angle D. On my next angle, you can see that they have the same congruent marks. Again, it's like a matching game. Angle B, angle E. They match up. Okay, so they are congruent. And then my side, well, that would be segment BC, segment EF, and that is good order too, the way I pronounced it. Segment BC, segment EF, oops, EF. Let's make sure we put the right segment down, Mr. Armstrong. All right, so notice B and E match up, just like what we had up above. C and F, that's the only angle we haven't talked about. Okay, so if you look at this, again, my checklist, it's all there. Angle, angle, side. So my triangles are congruent, angle, angle, side. All you gotta do is just list them out in proper order. Triangle ABC, congruent to triangle A and D match up, B and E match up. That leaves us with C and F. So the triangles match up. Again, you gotta know what this non-included side means. So down here, again, just like in the last one, instead of doing an included angle, we're gonna do non-included side. The interesting part about non-included sides is that there might be more than one. So right now I want you to go through and I've marked some angles for you or told you about some angles, and I want you to find me the non-included side or sides that might happen. So go ahead, pause the video now, find me some non-included sides. Okay? So if I mark my angles, angle in, okay? The sides that are not between it, okay, well that's this side right there. See, it's not between my two angles. Okay, so that would be side or segment M up. The other side would be this one. That side is also non-included. There's always two non-included sides on a triangle. There's two of them. Okay, so that would be segment and out. So if you look at this one, is this a non-included side? No, it's bouncing back and forth between my two angles. So my non-included sides are everybody else. So we got that guy, TA. Excuse me, segment TA. And then segment TG. And there we go. Okay, so those are my two non-included sides. And then over here, again, I would just mark my picture up with what I know. These are the angles I'm after. So my non-included sides, segment BU or segment BD. As long as any one of these segments in here were congruent, any one of these segments in here were congruent, any one of these segments in here congruent, you have triangles that would match up with angle, angle, side.